Thank you. A U.S. Park police officer is recovering after being hit by a vehicle on the Baltimore-Washington Parkway earlier this morning. That crash has led to 2 arrests and comes just days after a D.C. police officer was also hit by a vehicle on I-695. As our Kelly Vaughn reports, traffic crashes are one of the biggest dangers police officers are currently facing.
Two drivers have been arrested for suspected impaired driving after a U.S. Park police officer was hit by a car just after 3 a.m. on Saturday. Police say the officer came across a disabled vehicle on the Baltimore-Washington Parkway near the Route 410 ramp. That officer got out of their patrol cruiser to investigate and were hit by a passing car.
There's a great responsibility to drive an automobile.
Patrick
Every
Burke
time
is
you're
the
behind the
executive
wheel,
director of the DC Police Foundation. He says these recent crashes make him think of the friends he's lost in his police career.
my training officer at traffic division was hit and killed by a drunk driver in the 3rd Street Tunnel. Officer Anthony Sims, my dear friend Joe Pozell, was hit by a distracted driver and killed at Wisconsin and M Street, Northwest and Georgetown.
The officer injured on Saturday was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver of the vehicle that hit them and the driver of the disabled vehicle were both arrested, suspected of impaired driving. Saturday's crash comes just days after a D.C. police officer was seriously injured after being hit by a car while helping a driver whose car had broken down on I-695 Tuesday night. His family has identified him to WUSA 9 as Officer Terry Bennett. Burke says these crashes are all too common.
And if we look at the national law enforcement wall here in Washington, D.C., where there's over 24,000 police officers that have been killed, about half of those are from traffic related circumstances.
A major issue is getting drivers to care.
Appreciate it and keep it in their mind a little more if they really understood the carnage that occurs when someone is struck by a vehicle.
Nick Brule is with the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, who built and maintained that memorial to officers killed in the line of duty.
Anything to get the motoring public's head out of their phone and hopefully sober as they move along, and to get them to really pay attention and think about things like slow down and move over.
While the details differ from state to state, every state and DC have laws in place requiring drivers to move over and slow down for emergency vehicles with flashing lights. Reporting for WUSA 9, I'm Kelly Vaughn.